Hi everyone, it's Nubian Sun Raw back with another video, and I hope you all are doing well and meditating, drinking your water, loving yourself and those around you, being the best version of yourself so that it is beneficial for the spirit, the soul, and everyone around you, basically. And today I just want to speak on um, how being ourselves, our authentic selves, is no threat to others that strive to be their authentic selves. And I say that because a lot of times we have this thought process about ourselves that if we are in a room with others, with other people, that for some reason there has to be a silent power struggle in the room, basically. And I have to make this video because it's something I noticed today while I was out. And I noticed that when there are people around that seem different in any kind of way, and I have to make this clear because people think different is just in energy. And a lot of times different can also manifest in the way we dress, sexuality, and, just outward appearances of any kind. And there's always a power struggle. People size you up. And I feel like that is a cause for not loving ourselves truly, for one, because there is no reason for that when it comes to positivity. We should all look at each other as some mystery, but with respect. And a lot of times when people size you up, respect is never the first thing they give you. First, they want to see if you are discerning of their respect. And then they'll choose if they should respect you or not. And a lot of times it's based off of opinion. And then so when people move off of how they feel and opinion, depending on what they think of you, like judging a book by its cover, then it's not really anything solid because you don't really know. It's just something that you think. You're not really getting to know that person. You're reading judging a book by its cover. So it creates power struggle, and that's when everyone starts playing games in the rooms. It's always a silent thing, and I hate it. I really do. And whenever that happens, now it's like a whole lot of mental warfare, and that's the power struggle. And I don't really participate. I don't participate, and that off the rip makes me antisocial or weird in society's eyes. And I feel like that comes from a place where not loving yourself. Because once you love yourself, you do not have a need for attention. I feel like a lot of people these days crave attention, and it's socially it's good because we are supposed to be social amongst each other, but it's just the level, because there's levels to everything, and it's always the level that makes it uncomfortable for chosen ones when you're in a room with people who have this type of mindset. And people don't really like to deal with one thing at a time unless it's beneficial to them. But I look at life and I'm able to see things separately. And so a lot of times people will look at people that can see things separately as like mysterious. They say they don't know who you are, and they don't really understand your identity, and that's because they want to put you in a box because they're not comfortable with themselves. The one thing I've learned is when you're comfortable with yourself also, you are able to separate yourself from people, places, and things, and actually focus on either yourself or that specific person, place, or thing. And I feel like it's important to be able to be selfless and take ourselves out the equation. For an example, like what happened with All Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. People were upset because people would say like all lives matter, and we were focused on Black Lives Matter because Black lives, Black people, actual people that have to go through critical conditions based off of a construct of the government, felt like they were being targeted. And everyone's like, well, everyone's being targeted at some degree, you know. And it was insensitive because whenever one group of people decide that they are having a freedom of speech or expression of injustice, it is insensitive to say, well, everybody goes through that, because it's dismissing the point of the person that's expressing. It's like saying you have no reason to express your feelings because all of us is going through it, and what make you any different than everyone else that's going through it, and it's just the fact that it is insensitive because when someone speak out about injustice or indifference and how they feel about it, they shouldn't be shot down. They should be met with compassion and empathy, and that's not what happened. And I understand that too, and I just feel like a lot of times if we just have empathy, and having empathy will make you selfless, at that moment. When you see someone else is going through something and is being recognized in some shape, form, or fashion, whether good or bad, it's still something that should be seen with compassion. And a lot of people can't take themselves out of the equation long enough to have sympathy for a group of individuals who is getting the spotlight at the time. There is a time, a place for everything. The moon and the sun shines different times of the day. That means when the sun is out, the moon might be out too, but because sometimes the moon do be out, but it doesn't go and say, well, only one of us can shine at a time. They shine together separately in the sky. They're never together on top of each other. One's on one side and the other one's on the other side somewhere doing its thing. And that's okay. That's okay. But when the moon is out, the sun lets the moon be out and the sun's not out. And the sun and the moon are two different rocks or whatever in the planetary universe, solar system. So it's just being selfless and having empathy, and it's like another example today, right? I had to deal with the children and they're separate. They're not like Siamese or nothing. So when one is going through some type of crisis or need to talk or whatever, I have to give my attention to that child. And the other two is just minding their business and they're just looking and observing, they're not trying to get mommy's attention all at the same time because they understand that one sibling at the time needs mommy attention, and so it's the same way with anything else. If you can't take a scenario and apply it to yourself, that means you learn nothing. And everything in life is a lesson. Even if you don't think it has anything to do with you, you can take something from it. And that's how you stay teachable. We all must stay teachable. That's how you become wise. And I hope everyone is working on the heart chakra. This video is sponsored by the heart chakra. The heart chakra, when it's aligned, we have empathy, sympathy. We love ourselves unconditionally. We understand that this body does not define us as souls, spirits, and we are able to understand our nature, human experience, and everything just flows with love. It helps with discernment. It helps with grief, loss. And it helps us to not be jealous and envious. And that's very important when it comes to having empathy and sympathy for others. It's something to think about. Okay, love, peace.